You got the touch. You got the power.
Arise, Rodimus Prime.
Optimus.
Rodimus Bill here. Today we're going to do a Transformers Titans Returns Deluxe Xort and Highbrow review. First, we'll look at the box. There is the cover art. It's Xort and Highbrow. The original headmaster was Xort and Highbrow, and now this is Xort and Highbrow. So it's Titans Return Deluxe class. There's a picture of Highbrow and the Transformers logo. And on the back, it is Highbrow. The Autobots unite with Titan Master partners to power for battle. The gravity disruptors of Xort give Highbrow the power to manipulate gravitational fields. And it is Robot to Jet in 11 steps. And it works with all different levels. Titan Master in this wave was Brawn, Chrome Dome Deluxe, Alpha Trion was Voyager, and Leader Class Soundwave. This is from Wave 2, I believe. Next, we'll look at the card real quick. And there it is, Titans Return, Highbrow. It's the same cover art. And there is the backs, all his stats, Transformers with red, with Highbrow, and blue, Highbrow combined with Xort. And there he is. First, before we get involved, we're going to do comparisons. There is Xort. Here you have the Prime Master, Micronus. I'm a little late on getting Xort, but he was on clearance at Target, so I decided to pick him up. And this is how, whoops, and this is how Xort compares with a Prime Master. More on that later. So that is Highbrow and a Prime Master. Next, we're going to do Xort with Legend size. Wingspan. Oops. Legend size clones wingspan and fast breaker. And then we will do a fellow deluxe from POW the Primes, Dreadwind. And I'll show you how the heads combine with later. Next, we'll look at the guns. Here is the guns. We got a blue handle. They're nice and gray molded. Now these guns, same guns, but what's different is they have a little wheel right here, which I will show you later on how that encompasses things. And also, what's weird is here is these two combine. You got a peg and a slot. They're very hard to do though. But you peg them together and you have, I call them Titan Master pegs right there. And this one, you just put the character in there and they just really don't, you could sit them down like that, but they just ride. More on that later. So that is Highbrow's gun. Now let's look at Highbrow. Here he is. Highbrow was the original smart guy of the bunch. Before brain something. Here you go. First, let's look at Highbrow. He's got a cool looking face. His chest, he's got a chest piece that, oops, kind of lost his head. But his little chest piece pops out a little, so that's pretty neat. But he's mostly blue and gray. He's got a lot of molding on it. That's yellow paint, red paint. I'm glad they're not stickers. He's got the Autobot symbol. He's got a lot of nice molded detail. There's his feet. Now originally we weren't going to pick up Highbrow, because you'll notice when he transforms later, he's really not much to transform. I mean, you don't do anything with the arms, the feet. I mean, it's just, but like I said, I got him on sale, so I figured I might as well complete my collection. And there's some from the back. He's got the rotors. And there is Highbrow. Now, to transform him, first we're going to take off Xort. Now, let's look at Xort real quick. The old Xort. There you go. He's got a silver visor. He's pretty much good. He's detailed. There's his face on the back. And see, now these arms, some Titan Masters, the arms go all the way up to a 180, and some don't. His, you can't do more than like 90, 100 degrees, but you can bend them that way, and you can bend them at the knees. And that is Xort. Now, for Highbrow. First, you want to do is, I like to fold in the feet to get those out of the way. Fold in the hands and get those out of the way. Oh, I take that back. Let's do articulation first. Getting ahead of myself. Okay, articulation. The arms move a complete 180. You just gotta be careful about the propeller. They don't fold up like they used to. His arms go out that much. It's got an elbow bend. And the hands bend in for transformation. But I wish they would stop there, but they do go back out. The shoulders rotate. No waist swivel, which is pretty rare for one of these guys. Again, let's see. Legs. His leg goes all the way out. His leg goes up. His knee. And nothing on the feet. So that is articulation. Now, for transformation, like I said, we want to fold the feet in, fold the hands up, and then I just move them up out of the way. Now, the back, it's on a double hinge, so you just want to snap that in. Turn it around. Now, you want to pull them at the waist. Now, this doesn't rotate. I know Scourge has similar transformation, but his you rotate, but on him you don't. You want to move the feet 90 degrees, because this is going to be your tail fins. And then you just fold them up like that. And here you'll see the little notch in there, and on this side has the little peg. So, fold the legs up, and they'll also tab in the back by the propeller. Mine's pretty hard to do, but I guess that's, you don't want it being loose. And I got the legs in. And then the arms, you're going to move down. Now what you have is this little peg goes in this little hole. And then you have this little blue thing that sticks out will fit inside that little hole. So basically, this is why I really didn't want to get them, because the arms. And that's it. And there is Highbrow. And we'll take a big close look at him. And the cockpit opens like the original Highbrow G1. And you put Xort in. And then you got these spin. You can make them spin each other. But that is the helicopter. Now for some close-up shots, you got the gun up here. You got a nice molded detail. He is pretty detailed. I mean, I gotta give him that. There's some gray, some white, you know, a lot of blue. You got the little tail fin that doesn't spin. You got the Autobot symbol. You got more blue. You got more red striping. I mean, if you look at the detail, he does have a lot of detail in him. I will give him kudos on detail. But I just don't like the way the arms and the feet, I mean, you could basically see the robot right there. And then these, now, you can do several things with these. You can put these there as guns. So there you have the battleship. Or, now this is what confuses people. I've seen several reviewers put the guns there, and that's it. But these guns actually go in. See how there's like an octagon or a six-sided shape? They actually go in with this peg on top. That way, see the wheel? There you go. And same with the other one. They don't go with the blue peg, they go on top like that. So the wheel, and then here you have his front wheel. So you have 1 wheel, 2 wheel, and 3 wheels. And he sits pretty good like that. See, a lot of the people I know, or a lot of reviews I've seen, they just put the blue peg there, but see these wheels? They're on a purpose. And he will go backwards, but you could pretty much even up like that. And then that's all in vehicle mode. Now, for comparisons, here is Highbrow with Cloudraker. Yeah, I think Cloudraker, the clone. That's how they compare. Here he is with Wingspan. And then here he is with Dreadwind, where he is in jet. So now you got a jet and a helicopter. Now, to show you, and there is the Headmasters. Now, to get ahead of ourselves, these are Titan Masters. The new plane, the new gimmick is the Prime Masters, which every deluxe Prime Master comes with a power armor. So what you can do is you're supposed to put the actual Prime Master dudes. This is my Cronus. So my Cronus could fit in here and give Dreadwind the power of Trickster. But there you go. So now you've got Highbrow's face on an armor. I thought I'd show you real quick, in case you don't know about the Prime Masters. These heads fit pretty tight too. So that is Highbrow as a Power of the Prime figure. But now, back to, we're on Titans Returns, not Power of the Primes. So, there is Highbrow in all his glory. Overall, I like the figure. Like when they first came out, I really wanted to get Highbrow. But then I saw a couple reviews, and you don't do nothing with the arms, fold the little hands out. The feet, you pull them down. I really wasn't impressed with Highbrow, and I wanted to get some of the other ones. But then when I went to Target, he was on clearance for $7. I'm like, you know what? I gotta get me Highbrow to complete my collection. So now the only deluxe Titan Masters that me and the boys don't have is Breakaway, which is a recolored chrome dome. So we did pretty good this time. And there is Highbrow. Now to transform him back real quick, you want to take Xort out. Oh, and what you can do too with the guns, when you combine the guns, let's see, I line up the pegs. There you go. And you could stick these here, and you can still use the wheels, and there is, and then you can have another Titan Master or Prime Master ride them. Transform them back. What you want to do is unlock everything. Unlock everything. I like to pull this back. It's on a double hinge, so you gotta snap it in. Separate the legs. Pull them down. Pull them down. Pop in the waist. Snap it. Rotate the legs. Rotate the legs. And these, they give you a little peg. You can just push the peg back. Push the peg back. Do that. And then fold out the arms. Fold out the arms. And then these, you could put them however you want them. And where's the head? Now, also, his neck is a little high. You'll notice how high his neck is. The other ones are usually more countersunk, but his does stick out a little. And also, I want to mention, remember this little piece where you can pull it out to make his chest move? for some reason, this chest piece, no, oh, there you go. This could actually come out all the way when you have them in. So this whole piece rotates. Not sure why, but as long as you got the waist up, you could rotate this. So that was just also something I figured I'd note to you. Put his guns back in. Said overall, I do like him. I just wish they would have done something with his arms and the blades. The original Highbrow was 3 blades and they folded up. This one doesn't fold up, but I said they spent what they lacked in transforming on this guy, they made up in detail. I mean, he's got detailing all over. But, well, I never had Highbrow, so now I got him. Alright, this is Rodimus Bill. I hope you liked my review. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it with your friends. Check out all my playlists. I have Combiner Wars, I have Titans Returns, I do DC figures, we do movie reviews, and comment and see if you want us to do anything else. This is Rodimus Bill saying, till all are one, till all are one.